What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tune into another edition of my vlog. I want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for all the support. You know I'm all about that positivity and that motivation. Also support my Patreon. The link's in the description. You know I can be raw and uncut over there. Bring you guys all the content I can't bring you over here. So make sure you support. But I'm just trying to get a few things out there that I thought needed to be addressed. And I just want to say, I can't roll with the F 'em all attitude. I can't get behind that, man. And the reason I can't is because I could have been one of those people in another narrative, and, you know, I would have been in a pretty bad situation. You know, when, you know, you look at a person and you don't know them, and you assume certain things, or you go off of something you read, it could leave a pretty bad taste in your mouth. I mean, I got a pretty bad criminal record, man. I've did some things I'm not proud of, and I always tell you guys on Fresh Out that, you know, you shouldn't go the route I went. You should always make conscious decisions. You should learn from your mistakes. But I was able to turn my bad experience into a positive by sharing, so that a lot of you guys will make the same mistakes. But if there was a narrative where they wanted to categorize a bunch of ex-felons and try to justify, say, giving these guys more time, and they just focused on, you know, incidents of, say, high-speed car chases, guys who were just, you know, repeat offenders who didn't want to go back to prison, and you showed them on the news, then you would be like, damn, man, we need to keep these guys locked up. So they could easily manipulate your opinion to project whatever outcome they want to project. And so, you know, it goes without saying, ignorance and racism go hand in hand. And I would hate for somebody to judge me based on what they've seen on TV or on social media of other black guys and say, like, damn, you know, all black guys are violent. All big black guys are thugs or gangsters, or whatever the case may be. You know, whatever, based on imagery, you know, it created this certain persona. Well, whenever somebody meets me and starts talking, and then they get to finding out little things about me, and then, you know, some people find out about my past, they can't believe it. Well, because not everything you read is what it appears to be. So you can manipulate things to achieve a certain viewpoint if a person is impressionable. And you know when you say, oh man, all Mexicans, just because you've seen a few people doing something, or all white people, or all Asians, that's ignorance, man. You're gonna blanket the whole group of people or culture of people based on what you've seen. And a lot of times on social media, you don't even see the whole story. You don't see everything being played out. You know, they put a lot of things out there to get us to act a certain way, and we bite. We go for the okie doke, man. If they want to show animosity towards blacks and Mexicans, they'll show somebody black or somebody Mexican doing something to somebody black. We'll see the end part of the video. We don't see the whole layout. We don't even know what it consists of, but they'll show a certain segment. Or if they want to show you know, create some hatred towards whites and blacks, they'll show somebody in a you know, situation where maybe some black kids are beating up somebody white, or some white guys jumped on a black guy. But they always show things to provoke, and then you get all charged up, but you haven't seen the whole layout. And it's with anything, you got to see the whole layout. And I'm not taking anything away from what's been going on in the news, but the news is garbage. You can't believe the news. The news is bought and paid for. And like I said, I don't want to be stereotyped. I don't want to be put in a category or box. I want to have the same opportunities as the next man. A lot of people are mad because they think if you're an ex-felon, you shouldn't be able to be successful. You shouldn't be able to own your own home or have multiple businesses or be a multimillionaire or accomplish certain things because of what you've done or where you've been. So I don't want to be grouped. So I'm not going to group nobody. I know there's a lot of bad seeds in Apple. And I mean, a lot of bad seeds as far as when it comes to in certain groups, but that doesn't mean that everybody is a bad seed. Perfect example, in prison, say for example, you have a guard who's cool. This guard is usually, you know, the one who lets you out early, locks you down later, you know, don't trip, don't search cells. But then you get a lame in the unit, a lame ass inmate who thinks he's, you know, cool, he's trying to show off, and he does something stupid like maybe put shit on the door handle of the guard station. So now the guard sees this and he's like, oh, this is how you guys feel about me? Who did this? Now, nobody's going to snitch. They're not going to snitch on the lame who put the shit on there, but whatever particular race or clique he's from, they're going to deal with it. So the guard locks it down, starts shaking down cells now, starts basically sweating people for bringing in contraband, all this. Well, that's bringing heat on everybody in the unit. Black, white, Mexican, Asian, Native American. So now this is where you have the structure in prison, how it controls this. It basically regulates certain things within the unit. Now, if this is whatever it is, if it's a black guy, Mexican guy, the shot caller in the unit who has whatever over his group of people, they're going to pack that dude out. That means they're going to beat the shit out of that dude because he needs to be checked because he's messing up business in there. You know, people can't do their hustle. People can't do their gambling move. Whatever they're doing in there, get on their cell phones because now some dumbass who's trying to be all he can be up in there and doesn't know how things work picked the wrong person to put down the doo-doo on a guard station handle trick. And this happens all the time, man. People internally regulate each other. And so looking at it from a larger perspective, whenever you have somebody in an organization, it could be the police, it could be the military, internally, if a person is a bad apple, they need to be dealt with one-on-one. It's not the group. It's up to the group to get rid of the poison, to get rid of the toxin that's inflicting the rest of the people. You got to learn how to regulate, but I'm not with this, you know, everybody's bad. No, because if certain things happen, what are you going to do? You need somebody to regulate certain situations. And that's why they have infrastructure, and that's why they have certain things in play. But I don't want to be grouped up with these people. Oh, you know, well, my experience with black guys. Well, are you saying that all of us are alike? Oh, man, I knew some Mexican people. Well, you saying everybody Mexican is alike? Oh, everybody Armenian because you have one experience is the same way? That's ignorant, man. That's very foolish. Oh, white people. What do you mean by all white people? You know every white person in the world? Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. You got a hell of a Rolodex. It's like, that's ignorant. You guys got to, don't just look at something you see, some quick video, and think that everybody and get all angry. Ah, yeah, man, go get them. You're going to group up everybody. Oh, all the ex-felons. See that guy? He tried to do this. He shot. We need to lock him up. No, you need to lock his ass up. He's the problem. Not every ex-felon, not every ex-con, not every black person, not every Mexican person, not every white, not every Asian. It's an individual problem that needs to be dealt with. And what you do is you pluck those problems out and you deal with them. But you don't group everybody up together, man. That's ignorant. And when people say, oh, man, you know, how you feel about... No, man, if you got some kind of way because you had experience with somebody, that's that person. Don't put me in the same category as you because I didn't have that experience and I don't know that person and I don't know you and I don't know what type of asshole you are. So keeping it real, I can't say F them all because I'm not with that, and just being honest, man. Yeah, there are some people out there who are assholes who need to be dealt with, but it's not everybody, man. So don't put me in that category because I don't want to be put in a category with a bunch of other lames, man. Keeping it 100, man. Big Herc 916.